So, there we are. Good evening. Hamburg Tower again. Saturday evening. Just having some fun. We are fully stuffed, so I do have an apron, which makes it a little bit easier for me, so I can chat a lot with you. I do have an Hamburg approach and a center above that, so hopefully we'll get some traffic in the evening. But yeah. How is your name spelled? I don't know. Havinengskoso. I'm sorry for that. Hey, which tower do you do? Yannick, moin. Und Torben, thanks for your 62 month. Wow. That's the Christoph ATC down there in the south, just leaving my CTO. You just missed my call. You as a viewer, not the Christoph. It was just 30 seconds before I started the stream. So who's there? Torben is there, hi. Yeah, Vinankoso is there. Andri, greetings. And Yannick, yeah. Vasi, moin.
Hamburg Tower, moin, here ranks for Papa Whiskey, Bravo 4, ready for departure.
Here ranks for Papa Whiskey, Hamburg Tower, hello, wind 290 degrees 17 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff, here ranks for Brazil, tschüss.
Fabian! Thank you for your prime sub.
Hamburg Tower, Ocean 5 Whiskey, 5 miles, final, runway 23.
Ocean 25 Lima Whiskey, Hamburg Tower, hello, one departure ahead. And Cantaule, cheerio. Greetings to Australia. Isn't it like, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the night or something? I don't know. Isn't it after midnight? Thanks for joining. So, oh, CTOT. There was a CTOT? Yeah, we got the CTOT. Actually, I didn't look in. Vasi, ring, 78 month. Wow. Wow. Hopefully I don't scare off new viewers who think, wow, what a big numbers here from some of the viewers. No, everyone is welcome. Ocean 25 Lima Whiskey, wind 290 degrees 17 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land, Ocean 5 Lima Whiskey.
Oh, ich verwechsel dich mit Conti. Ja, Contaro Lab. Ja, ich habe dich mit Conti verwechselt. Jo, Christoph ATC, Roger. Totally forgot him. Why did I misalign you with Conti? What's his handle? It's not Conti. It's something similar to Kataolab. But yeah, that's a typical me. I'm known for switching up names. Ferris, hi. And Lula Pilot, moin. Bishoy, greetings from Hamburg. Thanks for covering us. Yeah, sure, that. It's my main airport anyway. And Nick, moin. Nice seeing y'all. I haven't streamed for like, I don't know, 1.5 weeks, 2 weeks. So yeah. I'm still not sure how to get into a regular schedule back again. It's not, I don't know. I would be possible to make the time for regular streams. Yes, it's a totally me thing. So, if you're interested, we have a lot of wind today. So Hamburg has wind from the northwest, 270, so it's directly between the two runways, and it's quite strong with gusting 3.5 knots even. So expect some go-arounds, expect long rollouts, expect problems at landing. That's why you've got a tower view there, so you can watch them landing. Ocean 25 Lima Whiskey, welcome to Hamburg. Taxi left via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Taxi left at Delta 1 and hold short 33, Ocean 25 Lima Whiskey.
I haven't watched your stream in a while. You look slimmer and younger. I doubt that. But yeah. That's what stress does to your body, I guess. No. But no, thank you. But I doubt being younger. Or looking younger. No. It's getting, everything is getting grey now. I can't hide it anymore. For like 1.5 years. It's getting worse and worse, and now I need to anticipate it. Just hoping for the cloney effect. Yeah, you know, looking like some 50-year-old plus man. You either go bald or you maybe are lucky and get the cloney effect. Just clicking everything here on my two screens. A lot of chat windows open in Euroscope usually. Clicking them away. Ocean 25 Lima Whiskey, cross runway 33. On the other side, contact Hamburg apron 121.705. Bye-bye.
Course 123 and on the other side, contact ground on 121.705. True.
It's not ground in Hamburg. It's apron. It's a small thing, but yeah. It's quite easy to understand. A ground is something the Deutsche Flugsicherung, the DFS, is controlling. So ground is usually something ATC operates. While an apron, and to some extent a ramp, is controlled by the local provider of the airport, the local owner of the airport. So the apron usually are not ATC controllers. So of course they're qualified to do all this stuff, but they're not formally ATC controllers. So that's why, because an apron is not staffed by the ATC service, but by the local airport. So that's why you sometimes get frequencies on an apron, sometimes on the ground. And Hamburg is a completely special case in real life. Which makes it a little bit different for us on Vatsim. But yeah, we've got an Hamburg Tower, of course, which is from the DFS, of course. Then we've got an Hamburg Apron, which is from the Hamburg Airport itself. And we have an Hamburg Ground, which is again from the DFS. It's sitting together with the tower at the tower, and in real life it's controlling the ground, the taxiways outside of the apron areas. And it's giving the clearances, because that's an ATC service. So that's why our delivery is called ground. In real life it's mixed up a little bit others than we can do that on Vatsim. On Vatsim we need to provide top-down service, so everything is actually ATC service. You should control AFIS in there.
Scandinavia 8 Sierra with you and holding point Bravo 5, runway 33.
Scandinavia 98 Sierra Hamburg Tower, hello, wind 280 degrees 16 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 33, Scandinavia 8 Sierra.
Keep it rolling. You should control AFIS. what do you want to control at AFIS? You mean the Langen information? No, what? So the center position? It's just a radio position anyway. So you're just giving informations out about temperature, about wind, about UDMs and all that stuff. So distance to a spot, whatever. Yeah, nothing like that. And an AFIS airfield, yeah, well, it's nothing to control there. Sitting on a tower and telling you what Coca-Cola and currywurst is the price of today, that's all I can do. I'm not even allowed to say the wind. Moin aus Stuttgart, Kasper, moin.
Hamburg Tower, you're in 3 Whiskey Zulu, ILS 23.
Jungs, 3 Whiskey Zulu, Hamburg Tower, moin, wind 280 degrees, 16 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land, you're in 3 Whiskey Zulu.
Fly around and ask for information, yeah. No, it's not. The wind information, I mean, you do not have the equipment for that on AFIS. That's the problem. So you're actually not allowed to tell anything, not even which runway to use. This is extra information, not reliable information, and it's not your thing to call. You are more, well, the main thing you do on an AFIS tower is collecting the money. That's usually what you do. Because everything else, the pilots must do on their own. That's why they report every lag inside the traffic circuit and what they're doing and all that stuff. Because I, as a tower controller, can't do anything. Can help them. I can tell them what I know. But I do not have a radar. I do have flight radar 24, yeah, like the pilots. And that's it. No, in Germany, or in ICAO, generally it's not allowed anymore. Yeah, of course, people are doing this, but a radio, so it's like it's a radio airfield. It's just a connection, so you have one frequency with one person on it. If this is an information tower, it's something different.
For Papa Alpha, holding 33 with you.
So for Papa Alpha, Hamburg Tower, hello, line up runway 33, one arrival ahead.
Line up runway 33 for Papa Alpha.
Actually, you're not even allowed to tell them where to taxi. There's a way around that, because you are the spokesperson for the owner of the airfield. So it's your right to close taxiways or whatever, because it's the ownership of the airfield. But yeah, you're not controlling anything. So that's why I'm not doing AFIS. It's nothing I want to do. I do have a lot more fun sitting at an airport like this, yeah. Yeah, we usually do not have info towers anymore in Germany.
Papa Victor Hotel on stand 701, request taxi April intersection Delta 9.
Oscar Kilo, Papa Victor Hotel, Hamburg Tower, moin, taxi to holding point runway 33 intersection Delta 9 via Delta 1 and Delta 9.
Taxi holding point runway 33 via Delta 1 and Delta 9, Oscar Kilo, Papa Victor Hotel.
Liftoff for Papa Alpha, wind 280 degrees, 16 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, CC for Papa Alpha, thank you.
Oscar Victor Hotel, give away to Airbus A320 from left to right on Delta 1.
Giving way to the A320 on left to right on Delta 1, Oscar Victor Hotel.
Going 3 Whiskey Zulu, welcome to Hamburg. Taxi left via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Delta 1, short 33, Ravings, 3 Whiskey Zulu.
Nice. So we actually got some traffic already. Didn't expect that. I thought we can do a lot more chat now. But yeah, I do have time. Stream is planned at least until 10 o'clock evening local time, so 20 Zulu. Oh, again, one airplane with the CTOT time. I just see it in the list above. So that's the thing we need to watch out for. We do have an ACDM system, which means there's a collaborate. I don't know the word for that. It's a management system for traffic flow, which helps us setting the right times for pushbacks and taxi times and takeoff times, so the holding points don't get overloaded. But that's all local. That's local traffic flow. But if we got CTOT times, that's calculated takeoff time, that's the one we need to really look out for, because that's a time window for departures set by external sources. So there's a traffic flow into other sectors, which is totally magic for me. But yeah, so of course in Berlin this right now is a big event. It's ILA, International Luftfahrtausstellung. So yeah, big air show. So of course there's an event on Vatsim as well, and we've got a CTOT time there because they've got traffic measures in place. So that means I need to get him out 5 minutes before or after the CTOT time. At best, of course, spot departure on time, which would be now. No, in 1 hour. In 1 hour. Okay, it's 17:47. Yeah, okay. So departure time in 1 hour. Okay. Übrigens 3 Whiskey Zulu cross runway 33 on the other side. Contact Hamburg apron 121.705. Bye bye.
Roger, crossing 33 and then 121.705 here, Ravings, 3 Whiskey Zulu.
10 after? I only know about 5 before and 5 after. Aerodrome collaborative decision making tool. Yeah. What a word, isn't it? Just call it magic. So we've got a Visa departure from the Ryanair and a Rama from the TBM. TBM is not that fast, but he will turn to the north while Visa will turn to the west. Oh, come on, not before the holding point. Always, always before the holding point. Oscar Victor Hotel report ready for departure.
Oscar Victor Hotel will go.
Ah, thank you, Fabian. Okay, I didn't know that. Good for controller practical tests, because we were looking 5 and 5 in that case. Mm. Yeah, the GPM looks like a caravan. It's model matching at best. I think I don't have an exact model matching for it. Better than being an A320, which looks a lot more weird. You know me flying, when I fly VFR, I like to fly with my Quest Kodiak. ICAO code is Cody. Kilo Oscar Delta India. Usually there's no model matching for it.
Oscar Victor Hotel ready for departure.
Yeah. Oscar Kilo, Papa Victor Hotel, Roger, wind 280 degrees, 16 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, bye-bye.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff, Oscar Kilo, Papa Victor Hotel, vielen Dank, ciao.
Delta Foxtrot Tango Charlie Charlie, yeah. And usually I'm flying Delta Foxtrot Alpha Tango Charlie ATC if I'm flying at trainees. So that's, if you see the Delta Foxtrot ATC, that means I'm going to check you out. But I'm not checking out, I'm helping you. T-SOTs aren't binding at the C-TOT. No, of course, it's okay. C-TOT is mandatory. That's what I meant. That's what we are looking for in controller practical tests. If the C-TOT is correct. And if you are able to coordinate in your stations to get the C-TOT working. Yeah, as I said, all the other stuff is local traffic flow. But C-TOTs are external, so yeah. Yeah, what was I telling you about? Yeah, when I'm flying VFR, I'm usually flying a Quest Kodiak, but I can't connect with that on the Vatsim network. Because usually no one has a correct model matching for that, and then it looks quite stupid, because most people don't change their default behavior, and then it's an Airbus A320 or something. So what do I do? Of course, I log in as a Cessna 208, which looks nearly the same. That's the little quirks you do.
Hamburg Tower, hello, Rhino 82 Juliet Lima on Bravo 5.
Rhino 82 Juliet Lima, Hamburg Tower, hello, line up runway 33.
Line up runway 33, Rhino 82 Juliet Lima.
Yeah, just waiting a little bit because looking out for the TBM, but yeah, he's now turning right, so it shouldn't be a problem. And Rhino 82 Juliet Lima, wind 280 degrees, 16 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, bye-bye.
33, clear for takeoff. Have a good Saturday, Rhino 82 Juliet Lima, bye-bye.
What is your opinion of flights that don't use the correct call sign? Yeah, it's the pain in the A, because we have to call them Lima Hotel in that case, instead of Lufthansa. I do have a text macro for it. Starts with, looks like you're using the international IATA code, but on Vatsim and in ATC General we are using ICAO codes with 3 letters. Please, if possible, please reconnect with the correct code sign and resubmit your flight plan. And you know that happens a lot because I can just tell you the sentence I sent there without even thinking about it. Any sequencing vectoring tips for S3? Yeah. Just get them as close together as possible. I don't know. Everything's possible. Left from it, above from it, down, below from it, not in it. I don't know. This is a question which needs such a broad answer. I'm not sure what to give you on tips there. Should ask your mentor for that.
Lufthansa 31 Lima, taxi via Zulu 1 to Bravo 5, holding point, runway 33.
Lufthansa 31 Lima, please continue to Bravo 4, just straight ahead and line up runway 33.
Lufthansa 31 Lima, continue taxi to Bravo 5 and line up on runway 33.
Negative, Bravo 4, just straight ahead.
Bravo 4.
For more efficiency, yeah, just get them closer. I don't know. Depends. I would need a video or screenshots or whatever. This is
Whiskey, hello, I'm on fire for pist 2-3.
This is a whole session for mentoring. Lufthansa 3 Papa Whiskey Hamburg Tower, hello, 1 departure. Basically, how to control the gap to make it 7-8 miles? Yeah, right now keep getting it to 11 or 4, yeah, now. There's something called compression. So if you want 7 to 8 miles at the landing, you need 1.5 to 2 miles more per intercept.
1 Lima, happy 2 minutes before takeoff.
Lufthansa 31 Lima in that case. Yeah, hold position, report ready for departure.
Report and ready. Lufthansa 31 Lima.
Lufthansa 3 Papa Whiskey, wind 280 degrees 16 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Lufthansa 3 Papa Whiskey, runway 23.
I was thinking more about postfix, not the prefix. Oh, because you work correct call sign format. Oh, okay. Such as in Europe using 001, which is invalid under Eurocontrol rules. Yeah, I don't know. It's usually three or 4 numbers and letters, no? I think. I wouldn't mind. I mean, 0001, you would usually just go on.
Now ready for takeoff.
Yeah, hold position.
Hold position, Lufthansa 31 Lima.
Wow. What's happening with your audio? But Joanna, no hard feelings about it. I guess it depends on the situation if I'm able to call that call sign correctly. Sometimes I've got a lot of problems if you use 0 and O together. I've got big problems using Bravo and 8 together because they just look too similar if they're next to each other. And personal, I've got problems using 4 and 5 together. Always mix them up. And usually please do not start with a letter behind your company. That is so weird and usually not used. Lufthansa 31 Lima, wind 280 degrees, 16 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff, Lufthansa 31 Lima. Ciao, schönen Tag.
Yeah, but that's, Jana, makes sense, huh? Ja, klar. Lufthansa 3 Papa Whiskey, welcome to Hamburg, taxi left via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Lufthansa 3 Papa Whiskey, can you say that again?
Yeah, first, vacate the runway immediately. Lufthansa 3 Papa Whiskey, taxi behind the holding line. You are still on the runway. Thank you. Taxi left via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33. Florian Ulsen.
Lufthansa 3 Papa Whiskey, vacated runway and via Mike. No. Say again, please.
Taxi left via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Lufthansa 3 Papa Whiskey, taxi via Delta Mike and hold short off runway 33. Sorry.
It's Delta 1. There's no mic at this airport.
Lufthansa 3 Papa Whiskey, Delta Mike and hold short off runway 33.
Delta 1! Delta 1!
Ja, habe ich doch gesagt, Delta 1.
Du sagst die ganze Zeit Delta Mike.
Ach du Scheiße, sorry, mein Fehler.
Markus, hey, greetings. Lass ihn einfach. Nee. Nee. Bei so wenig Traffic, ne? Ja, ist doch, ne, komm. You need an actual readback. Just read back what you got told. And if that's wrong, I need the correct readback, because that's security related in that case. Ja, alles gut. I just spent a week making all scheduled flights call sign region compliant with all the local rules to ensure they conform. Was fun, just wondering if Vatsim even cares. Not really, I guess. Because there's no controlling instance checking your flight plans in that case. That's a problem. So this would be a pre-flight planning step before you even connect. So we don't have that. So yeah, if you're really a nerd into it, yeah, we are all nerds. You could try to talk to the pilot, but usually you don't have time for that. But if you're using IATA codes, then we usually say something about that. But everything else, yeah, if it works out, it works out. Lufthansa 3 Papa Whiskey, cross runway 33. On the other side, contact Hamburg apron 121, decimal 705.
Lufthansa 3 Papa Whiskey, crossing runway 33 and after that connect to 121 705. Entschuldigung nochmal für das Problem. Und schönes Wochenende.
Alles gut, tschüss. Conteolab. The good thing is he was the only one on frequency, because everyone else is usually at the apron here. Hello, how are you doing so that the simulator cam is following the traffic? It's called Magic. It's a plugin. It's called ABC, a better camera, which has this function now since a couple of weeks. I worked together with the coder of the plugin because I wanted to do better tower views. Yes, a 5 times Oscar is a real call sign. That's a helicopter. I know the screenshots about that because Timo was flying that, or was flying that helicopter sometime here. Florian Uelzen. That's why I know it. Say, oh.
Tower, hallo, Lufthansa 4 X-Ray Kilo, final, 123.
Lufthansa 4 X-Ray Kilo, Hamburg Tower, hello, wind 280 degrees, 16 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land, 4 X-Ray Kilo.
Always clicking the wrong spot. When ATC says, I'll give you a number to call, which is not going to happen in most parts of the world, what's usually a conversation on that number and how do they call? That's a thing in the United States or an FAA country. Usually that's nothing really to worry about. It's the first time it's something to clear a situation which happened on frequency, which just needs to be rewatched or reiterated about. If something really went wrong, or if the pilot and also the ATC can improve anything.
Lufthansa 4 X-Ray Kilo, just for information, we would like to take stand 901 Alpha if possible, is Essen-Alt.
Lufthansa 4 X-Ray Kilo, Roger. Mama ruft, I know.
Apron.
Jo, Tower. Request and release 901 Alpha direkt durchtaxieren.
Released.
Good job. Yeah, so that's a totally a thing of the United States. The phone number thing works both ways. Sometimes pilots ask for a number as they are annoyed. Yeah, that's like a ticket system or whatever. But please, you need to get away from the blaming game. In aviation, it's about safety. It's not about blaming. There are other instruments for blaming. So for getting someone into trouble or for doing the wrong things, security checks or whatever. But mostly, it's this number to call if you, for example, didn't follow an instruction or flew into a controlled airspace without really knowing about that and all that stuff. This is usually about safety. You are not going to lose your oh, what is he doing? You're not losing your license or whatever. For example, in Germany, you will get a letter like 2, 3, 4, 6 weeks later with something with problematic.
Kilo, wir sind vacated, aber irgendwie auf dem Gras gelandet.
So for X-Ray Kilo, Roger, yeah, taxi to stand 901 Alpha via Delta 1 if you can find that.
901 Alpha via Delta 1 for X-Ray Kilo. Schönen Abend, tschüss.
Jo. Good evening, Tim, hi. Greetings. Oh, thanks for watching on YouTube. Man hat das Gespräch gehört. Yep. That's why I'm using VACS so we can listen to it because it's only coordination. Lufthansa 2 Papa Kilo, Hamburg Tower, hello. Wind 290 degrees, 15 knots, gusting 25 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff, Lufthansa 2 Papa Kilo, Dankeschön.
And Lufthansa 2 Papa Kilo, new QNH 1013.
1013, danke, Lufthansa 2 Papa Kilo.
And safety is the only thing that really matters. Yep. I mean, it's life at stake, or how is it called? I don't know. That's why I'm not allowed to do anything like that in real life. Because I'm way too childish for that, to be responsible for real life. I got 2 daughters and got them out of the house successfully. So that's more responsible than I want to take. I don't want to do any more than that. So I couldn't be responsible for life. So that's why I'm never be a pilot or an ATC controller. As much fun as it makes. Here it's only Pixel. Thanks, I just binge-watched. Ocean 6 Lima, Papa Hamburg Tower, hello. Wind 290 degrees, 15 knots, gusting 25 knots. Runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land, Ocean 6 Lima, Papa.
Hamburg Tower? Wir haben jetzt starken Gusting Wind. Wenn es geht und es nicht dringend ist, ein bisschen Abstand halten von den aneinander, weil die Leute werden jetzt mehr Zeit brauchen zu landen. Starke Gusting Winds, leave space. Jo. Ja, die brauchen einfach mehr Platz zum Ausrollen. Die gehen hier alle Delta 4 oder Delta 3S raus. Does your wife say I've got a number for you to call? No.
Hamburg Tower, Nordfly 578, Lima, Folie, Fish runway 237.4 miles north.
Nordfly 578, Lima, Hamburg Tower, hello. Wind check 290 degrees, 15 knots, gusting 25 knots. And no, my ex-wife didn't got a number from me. She could call, which was my lawyer back in the days. So now it's going to be interesting. We've got gusting winds. I expect go-arounds, or at least having problems at landing. So I just called my approach and just told them, if possible, please leave space between airplanes, because they just need more time to land. Yeah. Jo. Kann ich auch verantworten dann. Ich habe eine Radarausbildung. Ja, actually, weiß ich nicht. So, what did I miss? I just binge watched those ATC. Oh, bei mir auch. I missed audio. And hopefully I can reconnect. Ocean 6 Lima Papa, welcome to Hamburg. Taxi left via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Left via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33. Ocean 6 Lima Papa.
Northfly 57 Echo Lima, wind 290 degrees, 15 knots, gusting 25 knots, runway 23, clear to land. One thing I have noticed is a lot of pilots or V-pilots will force a landing as there are no go-around procedures. Yeah, that's usually, you should learn that as a first thing ever as a virtual pilot. Do IFR patterns at an airport offline and just try to intercept the ILS all the time and do a go-around and fly the go-around procedure. You need to know that. That's just a normal procedure. You can always go around. You know the song, guys. Go around is the normal procedure, and in the perfect case of everything being aligned correctly, then you land. But usually it's a go around until every other factor is perfect for landing. In all other cases, you just go around and try it again. It's more secure. So Northfly, if you don't know it, it's a virtual airline even with model matching, which is pretty cool. It's a virtual airline of Vatsim with its main hub or its base at Hamburg. I like. So we do have a lot of Northfly here. Northfly 57 Echo Lima, welcome home. Taxi left by Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Taxi left Delta 1, hold short of runway 33, Northfly 57 Echo Lima.
Ocean 6 Lima Papa, cross runway 33 on the other side, contact Hamburg apron 121.705.
Cross runway 33 on the other side, Hamburg on 121.705, Ocean 6 Lima Papa, schönen Tag noch.
We see, as a controller, we see when you hold before the holding line. There's a big stationary warning then in the tag if you are inside the danger area. You vacate the runway after you cross the holding line, not before. This area here is still inside the danger area, which means you're still on the runway, even though you think you vacated. But no, please always taxi behind the holding line. Milka Shoki, moin, hi. When is English language enforced for communication, or is it a choice? It depends. If you're flying under instrument rules, IFR, you need to use an ICAO language. And both stations need to be able to speak within this ICAO language construct. So English is the fallback for everything on aviation. For example, there's Spanish. If both controller and pilot are able to speak Spanish, they can speak Spanish. French as well, not German. German is not an ICAO language. It can be used for visual flight rules only. Nordfly 57 Echo Lima, cross runway 33 on the other side, contact Hamburg, apron 121.705, bye-bye. Wieso wollen denn von hier jetzt alle nach Berlin fliegen? Doch klar, dass die Riesenzeiten kriegen, oder? Fünf Flieger hier mit CTOT. Yeah, the recommended language is English because there were incidents where this was problematic because, for example, I think this was in South America. They were talking Portuguese or Spanish there, and another pilot didn't understand that because it was English only, an international pilot or whatever, and you miss the situational awareness if you can't understand what ATC is talking to other pilots. So you are missing a part of the picture. And I think this was a runway incursion or something, and other pilots stopped him before something happened because he was just not in the picture. This could have been a catastrophic event in that case, just because of language barrier and using local languages. So usually it's a lot better than using one international language, which is now English. A320 pilot U7S? I don't know. Moin. Freue mich schon auf die S2-Ausbildung bei euch. Jo. Ich hoffe, du hast Geduld. But clear to land or other keywords in English? No. ICAO language, if it's Spanish, it's a complete usage of that language. It's the same if you're listening to our frequency and someone is flying with VFR, visual flight rules. They don't get clear to land, but Landung frei, which is the German equivalent from that. So that's the problem. You're missing situation awareness, your picture of the whole situation in the case. That was my point. That was my point just a minute ago. Ja, wir tun unser Bestes. Ich meine, wir bilden schon so viel aus, wie es geht, ne? IKEA language, yeah. IKEA language. You need to build it on your own. Comes with the rhombus.
Hamburg Tower, Gude, Condor 448 approaching Bravo 5.
Condor 448, Hamburg Tower, moin, wind 290 degrees, 15 knots, gusting 25 knots, runway 23, clear, 33, clear for takeoff.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff, Condor 448.
Did I miss one airplane? Did someone disconnect? Because now I was talking all the time, but I thought there were two airplanes landing. Not sure. A good example is Japan. They followed ICAO rules and went full English for everything. Yeah, which is pretty cool. The only time when they would revert to Japanese would be in an emergency with authorization. Yeah. Makes sense. I think even in Mexico City, a plane had lined up on a runway, and when the approaching aircraft spoke Spanish and landed on the same runway because the American pilots didn't understand Spanish. Yeah, I think that was the situation I was referring to. I saw videos about that. So there was hectic, not panic, but there was some conversations between pilots in that case, gapping the problems with the language. So yeah, something you can... I think that's an error or a security thing you can just get rid of if you use one language. Yep. It's not pushing English to be the board language, it's just picking a language that's mostly learned globally. And it's, if you maybe know, it could have been German. I think it lost with 1 or 2 votes. There was a time when they decided for a worldwide language to use as a general language. And it became English, but it could have been German as well.
Hamburg Tower, moin, Nordic 27 Golf Echo, Bravo 4, completely ready.
Nordic 27 Golf Echo, Hamburg Tower, moin, wind 29 Zuluris, 15 knots, gusting 25 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff, vielen Dank, tschüss, Nordic 27 Golf Echo.
Tower, good evening, Speedway Victor Romeo, service 23.
Speedway 9 Victor Romeo, Hamburg Tower, hello, 1 departure head.
Apron.
Jo, wenn du CTOT-Flieger hast, bitte in die Remarks reinschreiben, ne, dass ich das am Holding Point direkt erkenne.
Ja, so der Plan. Wenn ich sie anlasse.
Nee, weil ich sehe es nur nicht, ob du es machst oder nicht. Das war jetzt vorausschauend. Weil ich gucke nicht in die Departure-Listen.
Ja, die ändern sich aber gerade quasi jede Minute. Ich schreibe sie dir rein, wenn ich sie anlasse, weil dann sollten sie sich nicht mehr ändern.
Wunderbar. So just coordinated to get the CTOT times and the remarks. I do see them here, but usually I do not connect airplanes to the departure list as I'm not the one organizing that on ground. So usually if an airplane comes to my holding point, I send them out if I've got the space for that. So it helps a lot if I get a notice about the CTOT time, and usually this is set via remark. First speedbird 9 Victor Romeo, wind 29 Zuluris, 15 knots, gusting 25 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 23 for Speedway Victor Romeo.
Who was the other station calling?
Fraction 541.
Fraction 541, advice able to depart out of intersection Delta 9, runway 33?
Affirm, fraction 51.
Fraction 541, taxi to holding point runway 33, intersection Delta 9 via Delta 1 and Delta 9.
Fraction 533, intersection Delta 9 via Delta 1 and Delta 9, fraction 51.
He's writing CTOT time, the time in it. India Romeo Alpha, Sierra Hamburg Tower, hello, stand by, call you back. Yeah, and in the third way, ICAO English, which is a fixed set of sentences and structures, which helps a lot for non-native speakers. That's why FAA English is so weird to understand, because they're free speaking most of the times, while ICAO has a set of structure, phraseology, which helps if you're not a native English speaker.
Speedway Victor Romeo on Delta 4, vacate 23.
Speedway 9 Victor Romeo, give away Challenger 680 coming from the GAT onto Delta 1, a taxi via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Hold short at Delta 1 for the general aviation. And can you repeat the following?
No, just continue taxi via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33, and now the other traffic is in front of you anyway.
Yeah, okay, copy the traffic, see the traffic, and we will continue on Delta 1, hold short with DG, Speedway Victor Romeo.
Hamburg Tower, München, vor Lima Zulu, IS 123.
Übrigens vor Lima Zulu, Hamburg Tower, hello. Delta Alpha Sierra, taxi via apron, hold short of Delta 1.
Taxi via apron, hold short Delta 1, Delta India Romeo Alpha Sierra.
Correction 541, ready when reaching?
Nice one, correction 5-1.
Correction 541, wind 290 degrees, 15 knots, gusting 25 knots, runway 33, intersection Delta 9er, cleared for takeoff.
2933, intersection Delta 9, clear takeoff, correction 5-1.
So now he's behind the runway course. Now 23 is clear. Eurings 4 Lima Zulu, wind 290 degrees, 15 knots, gusting 25 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23 left, 23, clear to land, German 4 Lima Zulu.
Yeah, I wish we had the 23 left. That means we have a 23 right as well.
Hello, Eurings 7 Victor Kilo, approaching Bravo 5 ready.
Eurings 7 Victor Kilo Hamburg Tower, hello, line up runway 33, one departure, one arrival ahead.
Line up 33, Eurings 7 Victor Kilo.
Speedbird 9 Victor Romeo, cross runway 33, on the other side, contact Hamburg apron 121.705.
Cross runway 33, Delta 1 on the other side, ground 121.705, speed direct Romeo.
How long are you online? At least for the next 2.5 hours. Delta India Romeo Alpha Sierra, taxi to holding point runway 33, intersection Delta 9er via Delta 1 and Delta 9er.
Taxi to intersection Delta 9er, runway 33 via Delta 1, Delta India Romeo Alpha Sierra.
Ich nicht. Ja gut, nach Schweden über Amlu macht keinen Sinn, ne? Da müssen wir vielleicht doch mal einmal reingucken, ne? Übrigens 7 Victor Kilo, wind 290 degrees, 15 knots, gusting 25 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, vorbei.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff, Eurings 7 Victor Kilo.
Dum, dum, dum. So that's what I get now. CTOT and the time 73.6, which is in 8 minutes. Yeah, 6 minutes. Delta Alpha Sierra, line up runway 33 behind the runway course.
Line up runway 33, say again?
Yeah, line up runway 33 and taxi behind runway 23.
Understood. Line up runway 33 behind the intersection runway 23. Delta India Romeo Alpha Sierra.
Eurings 4 Lima Zulu, welcome to Hamburg. Taxi via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Left Delta 1 and hold short 33, Eurings 4 Lima Zulu.
And now Eurings 7 Victor Kilo, can you confirm latest QNH, please?
Latest QNH is still 1013.
1013, roger. Ciao.
So, wunderschönen guten Abend, Condor 81 Mike, boarding port 33 at Bravo 5.
And 81 Mike, Hamburg Tower, hello, line up runway 33, one departure at.
Lining up runway 33 and one departure at Condor 81 Mike.
Toma, moin! Spaced Colors. How did you come to that name? Hi, welcome back.
Lufthansa 59er Whiskey is ready for takeoff at holding point runway 33, Bravo 4.
So 59er Whiskey, Hamburg Tower, hello, please never use take off in any sentence except for the clearance. Delta India Romeo Alpha Sierra, wind 290 degrees, 15 knots, gusting 25 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, bye bye.
Clear for takeoff, runway 33, Delta India Romeo Alpha Sierra, confirm 12054 outside departure.
Affirmative, passing 2000 feet.
Roger, Delta India Romeo Alpha Sierra.
Earings for Lima Zulu, cross runway 33, on the other side contact Hamburg, apron 121.705, bye bye.
Cross runway 33 on the other side, 121.705, for Lima Zulu, cheers.
It's... YouTube stream's rather delayed compared to Twitch. It's low latency. Should be just a couple of seconds. Oh, I don't know. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, about 3 or 4 seconds. That should be okay. Maybe reload. Reload the page. Maybe it's you. But yeah, usually YouTube is a little bit slower, but it looks better. I could switch to ultra low latency because I'm not using 2K or something. Maybe I can. I'm not sure if I'm able to do that right away. No, stream latency is not on ultra low now. I would have to end the stream and restart. I will try that for the next one. Tomo, what do you mean with there's some of this? Not sure what you mean. Yeah, the Diras is a pretty slow airplane. I need to wait for him to turn around. Guess he got some problems right now. It was like 15-20 seconds before my comment started. Yeah, the comment about that. This is another service. The problem there is Twitch is quite fast. YouTube comments are quite slow. I can do nothing about that because that's about the API. Condor 81, Mike, wind 290 degrees, 15 knots, gusting 25 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff, Condor 81, Mike.
Say again? Jo, next kommt jetzt Weser, alles kein Thema.
Hamburg Tower, moin, Christoph 55 Rescue.
Christoph 55 Rescue, Hamburg Tower, hello.
Christoph 55 Rescue, 5 minutes west of EDDH, request direct to UKE.
Weißt du nicht, wo UKE ist? Christoph 55, active runway 234, landing 33 for departure, QNH 1013. For now, approved to enter control zone, direct destination. Nochmal, wo ist das?
33 QNH 1013 and for now direct destination, Christoph 55 Rescue, danke.
Sie.
Tower, Servus, Lufthansa 7 Tango Lima, ILS 23.
Lufthansa 7 Tango Lima, Hamburg Tower, hello. Wind 290 degrees, 15 knots, gusting 25 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land, Lufthansa 7 Tango Lima.
Lufthansa 59 Whiskey, line-up, runway 33.
Line-up entry to runway 33.
Uni Eppstein oder was ist UK? Eppendorf, ja, sehe ich. Ja, sehe ich. Okay, danke, dann weiß ich. Ah, today I learned. UKE ist Uniklinikum Eppendorf. Sorry. I don't know all helipads.
Hamburg 9, QRX 4 Juliet Hotel at the GIT, ready for taxi, able Delta 9.
What was that? Yannick, what's that for a call sign? Please say your call sign again, sorry.
QRX.
Whatever. QRX 4 Juliet Hotel, Hamburg Tower, hello. Taxi to holding point runway 33 via Delta 1 and Delta 9.
Holding point 33 Delta 1, Delta 9, QRX 4 Juliet Hotel.
Yannick, QQE? Never heard of that. What's that? Always get some call signs? Oh, unbelievable. No. XNO? No. Never heard of. I know a lot of call signs without looking, but then I do have an ICAO code list I can look up. But for example, I never heard of QRX, so I was not sure about that. So 133 Hamburg Tower, hello. And often virtual airlines or some fantasy names take some ICAO codes which are used by a real airline or an historical real airline, so that doesn't match up as well. So if I'm not listening correctly, I rather ask. Ja, Alt-H ist gut wegen Helipads. Nützt nur nichts, wenn UKE da nicht drin steht, ne? Deswegen, da steht Uni Eppendorf. Uni Eppendorf gleich UKE. Abgespeichert. Airnot. Airnot. X. Ja, okay. Ja, I get it. X, no. Airnot.
7 Tango Lima going around, wind shear on final.
7 Tango Lima, Roger. Okay. Departure release? Lufthansa 59er Whiskey, wind 290 degrees, 15 knots, gusting 25 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, bye-bye.
Runway 33, good, Lufthansa 59er Whiskey.
Lufthansa 7 Tango Lima, contact Hamburg approach 120.540.
7 Tango Lima approach 120.540.
Okay, setting up a timer. What do we have? 3-8. So until 4-8, I have to give wind shear warnings for landing traffic. Not sure about departing traffic. I think it's only for landing traffic.
Hamburg Tower, moin, übrigens 9 Sierra Kilo, Bravo 4.
Übrigens 9 Sierra Kilo, Hamburg Tower, hello. So this is a AMLU, this is a Rama, this is a Rama, okay. Lufthansa 133, line up runway 33.
Lining up runway 33, Lufthansa 133.
So sequence, Rama, Lugek, Rama. And this one is AMLU. Yeah, actually, I do have virtual airlines if they're approved. Like with a delay of 1 ERIC or 2, so 2-month delay, usually these approved airlines, virtual airlines, also get into our ICAO code list. So I can look them up, which helps a lot. Lufthansa 133, wind 29, wind 280 degrees, 7 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
33, clear for takeoff, Lufthansa 133, cheers.
Christoph by 5 and no traffic on final runway 23, approved to cross extended center line.
Looking out for traffic, approved to cross center line. Christoph 5.
QREX for Juliet Hotel, line-up runway 33.
Line-up 33, QREX for Juliet Hotel.
Übrigens 9 Sierra Kilo, line-up runway 33.
Line-up runway 33, übrigens 9 Sierra Kilo.
Remarks make your life a little bit easier, not actually, because we're not looking in the flight strip, but that's our last resort. Looking into the flight strip if you set any remarks there. Usually one of the controllers is doing that and then adding a remark like this, QREX. So in that case, the next controller knows how he's called. QX4 Juliet Hotel, wind 280 degrees, 7 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, bye-bye.
33, clear takeoff, QX4 Juliet Hotel, show.
Which spotting tool do you use? ABC, a better camera for X-Plane 12. Great plugin. Has this tower view feature now, while having a live view on screensaver mode, so I don't have to disc jockey it myself. Gustav 5-5, wind at the field, 280 degrees, 7 knots, no more gustings right now, and approved to leave on ground.
Approved to leave when I'm gone, Gustav 5-5 rescue, danke.
Hamburg Tower 9, Lufthansa for Papa, approaching Bravo 4.
Lufthansa for Papa, Hamburg Tower, moin. What happened to the jet? So Yannick got a disconnect, or what happened? Yannick, still alive? Should be here now. Übrigens 9 Sierra Kilo, wind 280 degrees, 7 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, vorbei.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff, übrigens 9 Sierra Kilo, schönen Abend dir noch, tschüss.
A380 to Berlin. And the voice is rather young. Why is this stereotype always fitting? No more comments. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Now he's back. Oops, salah. And he's quite slow. Jan Bebendorf, hi. Non-flying ATC. No, I'm the flying ATC. Sometimes I'm flying, mostly I'm doing ATC. Lufthansa for Papa, line up runway 33.
Lufthansa for Papa, lining up runway 33.
I feel sorry for ATC on any builds at the 80 release day, going to be a pain. No, not that, because that work costs money, doesn't it? It was a lot worse when the free one came out. The MS 2020 A380 was a free add-on. That was chaotic for a couple of weeks. That's where my stereotype comes from. The younger you are, the bigger the airplanes are being used for short hauls. At my CTOR times. Trying to get them on spot. My favorite airplane is the A320 EIA with sharklets. Love the plane, yeah. I'm a fan of the Phoenix. I was flying...
Hallo, normal Lufthansa 7 Tango Lima, alles 2-3.
Lufthansa 7 Tango Lima, Hamburg Tower, hello, 1 departure. Was flying the Tallus A319 2021 unexplained, and then after the switch, when the Phoenix came out, I bought MS 2020. Lufthansa 4 Papa, wind 280 degrees, 7 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, bye-bye.
Clear for takeoff, runway 33, Lufthansa 4 Papa.
I'm only flying the 22 Tango, that's Cirrus or what? Yeah. But for me, it's also not so much about flying and more about training. Yeah, okay. Go become ATC on Vatsim. That's the best part of being... getting everything to know how to talk on frequency. But yeah, that's a great tool. Vatsim is a great tool for practicing that. At least in our region, because we're so big nerds of being really using our phraseology and doing it the correct way. Lufthansa 7 Tango Lima, wind 280 degrees, 7 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Lufthansa 7 Tango Lima, 23, clear to land.
I need to check out the A380. I never knew it. But yeah, then I have to learn a new airplane again. No time for that. Oh, Eurowings, wrong intersection. But never mind.
Hamburg Tower, hello. Eurowings 3 for Charlie, hold short runway 33 on Bravo 4.
Eurowings 3 for Charlie, Hamburg Tower, hello. That's Bravo 3, but nevertheless, line up runway 33 now.
Eurowings 3 for Charlie, sorry, line up runway 33.
Intersection Bravo 3 is only for crossing the runway to the other side. But yeah, it happens. Looks confusing if you're taxiing into that corner. I tried to become ATC in 2009, okay? I gave up on the queue, and then 16 years later I got back into flying. Hey, nice, okay. But you never lost the interest, somewhere it came back. That's cool. Eurowings 3 for Charlie, wind 280 degrees, 7 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, bye-bye.
Eurowings 3 for Charlie, cleared for takeoff, Dankeschön für Service, tschüss.
The controller is mostly IFR, I'm just starting my PPL, yeah, okay. And I'm checking out for S1 course this week, to be honest. It's so much time invest for me. I'd rather use that time to prepare for Android Life. Of course, totally valid, totally valid. But yeah, come fly VFAR. In the north of Germany, usually we have a lot of VFAR traffic here and we are used to it.
Fully ready for departure.
Wizz Air 5525, Hamburg Tower, hello, line up runway 33.
Line up runway 33, with the 525.
Lufthansa 7 Tango Lima, taxi left for Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Delta 1, holding short of 33.
Ooh, more traffic than I thought, but yeah, nice. Nice Saturday evening. Some chat. I can practice my English. My conversion. How's it called? Conversational English? No, I don't know. See, I need to practice chatting. That's what these streams are mostly for. They're for me to get more used to speak freely. It's all about practice. Wizz Air 5525, wind 280 degrees, 7 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, bye-bye.
Clear for takeoff, CG, with the 525, bye-bye, have a good train.
That's one issue with Vatsim. They need more ATC, but the way to train ATC is so big in most places, big of condom there. Yeah, but why? Because the amount of practice, mentoring, and learning is so huge before you can control on your own, and we do not deny anyone. In every other aspect of other organizations, for example, soccer clubs or anything else. You do not get into the top team if you're not a top player. On Vatsim, everyone can start, everyone can be set into the waiting list, and we cannot deny anyone. So usually you would pick the best ones for the amount you can really train for now. Lufthansa 17 Lima, cross runway 33, on the other side contact Hamburg Airport 121.705, bye.
Lufthansa 17 Lima, crossing 33 on the other side, April 121.705.
So, the success of Vatsim got into the way of the waiting times. Please say again.
Airborne and passing 2000 with about 5.
Yeah, that's nice. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
And not enough people to train the ATC. We do not get paid for that. You know? It's our free time. So yesterday I did a mentorship. I didn't control myself, but my whole evening was occupied with training another ATC. So there needs to be a lot of training. And as a pilot, you just join the network and start flying. That's the problem with that. So in a region like Germany and Northwestern Europe, where traffic is just that dense now, you need to even learn a lot more as ATC to just be capable of handling the traffic amount. Yeah, of course it's limitations. But yeah, that's what it is. And I'm just rumbling with you together. Actually, I really rather would think about selecting controllers. So like in every other institute where you apply, but not everyone gets selected. So it depends on the capabilities, on the space, on the slots. So you usually pick the most, how to say that, the most skilled people in some way. So like they're doing it in real life. But of course, a lot more people than in real life. But still, picking skill-based, what you were doing before that. No? I'm talking about S2, S3, and center, not about S1. S1 is quite fast now. It's a progress. It's a process of maybe 4 to 8 weeks of waiting, or whatever, or 12 weeks maybe. That's nothing because it's not done by a mentor.
Approaching Bravo 4.
Speedbird 9 Vector Romeo, Hamburg Tower, hello. Wind 280 degrees, 7 knots. Runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff for Bravo Speedbird 9 Romeo.
Yeah, not in the UK. They've got another system for that. In Germany, it's just 4 weeks or something because there's the S1 mentorship program is just Moodle courses and you get restricted a lot on just a few airports where you can practice for the next 12 months before you get into a tower course. But you are already able to staff a limited amount of airfields. Not ground and delivery, of course, yes, but also tower positions, which I think is a great system. But people are still then demanding to control on bigger airports because that's cool, you know, and they're not going to wait the time they need to wait. And that's where the problem and the gap of the waiting time happens, where I would put in a skill gap, a skill barrier or whatever, more exam tests or whatever. Not to get you completely out of the system, but maybe to get people earlier endorsed or maybe pushed into the tower rating system a lot faster if you're providing any usefulness for the community. I don't know how to say that. That's the problem of just so many people applying for that. But we have to do it from a waiting list perspective now. So that's why waiting times of 12 months, 16 months or whatever happen.
Hello, Scandinavian 976, establish runway 23.
Scandinavian 907 Whiskey Hamburg Tower, hello, wind check 280 degrees 7 knots. Ooh, configuration bug. I had to fix after departure, unfortunately. I see. I was happy to see you back after a couple of times.
Second for Scandinavian 907.
I gave you a wind check 280 degrees 7 knots, so you can prepare.
Excellent.
Yep, I know. But in the UK, the system is if you start, or when you start, then it's your way to S1 and direct you to S2. So it's the direct tower way. You start there. In Germany, you start with a lot of self-practice, self-learning, self-Moodle tests, which filters out a lot of the younger folks who just want to control but don't want to do anything for that. Yeah, self-learning is something you maybe need to be a little bit older for. More mature is the name. In the UK, you just wait, and when you start, you are on the track. That's why the waiting time is in front of everything. That's the old system in Germany before we changed that for the S1 minor towers. But yeah, the waiting just stepped one position into the tower rating waiting time. So you are already learning a lot, and you're already being able to stuff minor airports with maybe 2 or 3 airport movements on an evening, which a lot of people don't want to do, and then they never come back. Sorry, I'm getting sarcastic there. But yeah, then the waiting game starts. Flight level 490, that's crazy. Scandinavian 907 Whiskey, wind 280 degrees 7 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 23, Scandinavian 907 Whiskey.
Victor, hi. Good afternoon. I'm flying through to you from Amsterdam Schiphol. Yeah, of course, a KLM. That's cool. Hold it out. Some people have decided to train down in South Africa as the waiting time there is near 0. Yes. And they think gaming the system works out and then coming back. But usually that doesn't work out. We do have people like that as well in Germany, and sometimes they face a lot of problems trying to switch to Germany after getting a rating somewhere else. And sometimes they even get denied because they're not capable of the traffic here. No, non-transferable. Yeah. You mean, okay, when they stay there, it's okay. Other regions of the world need also controllers, more than maybe the high-density areas. Because if there are no controllers, usually there's no traffic. Yeah, we've got some controllers having their ratings done in like South Africa or in the Caribbean Sea, somewhere down there or something, and then they try to transfer. Some people manage to do that, some rather not. Yep, auto brakes off, please. Scandinavian 907 Whiskey, taxi left via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Taxi left Delta 1 and hold short runway 33, Scandinavian 907 Whiskey.
You're best off picking where you want to control and just wait it out if you can. Exactly. Exactly. That even fits inside your region. So if you... Scandinavian 907 Whiskey Delta is left of you. Now continue taxi. Taxi via a Golf, hold short of runway 33.
Yeah, not bad. Golf, hold short runway 33. Scandinavian 907 Whiskey.
Golf released.
Roger, your pilot not knowing what it's doing, ne?
Ich hab's im...
If you check out hand controllers on Discord, they usually play other games in the meanwhile while waiting for traffic. Yeah, probably the most lonely S1 position. No, not really. You just have to be there. You all don't have time. But two things. First, you need the time. Second, you can use the time not playing other games, but study. You can use that time to learn something. Third, you are not alone in this journey. That's one of my most controversial points maybe, but you as an S1 controller are not alone. You have a lot of fellow other controllers, S1 controllers, at the same level than you. Stick together, try to befriend them, and then fly at each other's airport. If you are at Frankfurt Hahn, get 3 or 4 of your new friends to fly at your airport because you're controlling it. And then the next evening, someone else is controlling Frankfurt Hahn and you fly at his position. That way, you've got traffic, you can learn, mostly VFR traffic, which is the most biggest point and pain in the ass to learn, which you should do on your own. And this helps out a lot more. You're not alone. 369 Yankee, Hamburg Tower, hello. Wind 2803, 7 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land, 369 Yankee.
Scandinavian 907 Whiskey, cross runway 33. On the other side, contact Hamburg apron, 121.705.
Cross runway 33 and contact Tower, correction, ground 121.705 on the other side, Scandinavian 907 Whiskey.
Lula pilot, in real life.
Guten Abend, Lufthansa 47 Golf on ILS 23.
Lufthansa 47 Golf, Hamburg Tower, hello. Yeah, it used to be Kilo and was used 30 years ago for small GA departures. Yeah, I know. A Delta 1 is still an emergency runway. So, this one can still be used in case of emergencies to land or to depart or whatever. Everything is possible. Cabro, Brian, hi. Oop, here again from Botswana. Greetings to Africa. Doing S1 would be totally fine for me. I don't even want to fly or control in busy areas, but doing the 4 steps training over a couple of weeks scares me off. Yeah, well, that's the same you need to learn if you're in other regions. They just demand that without a Moodle test. Ryanair 1-2 Mike, continue taxi to Bravo 5.
Continue taxi to Bravo 5, 1-2 Mike.
Ryanair 1-2 Mike, liner runway 33 via Bravo 5.
Liner 33 via Bravo 5, 1-2 Mike.
Oh, that was a close one. Ask Harrison Ford if you want to know about landing on taxi base. Yep, I know. What is the airliner doing on my runway? Ravenrax, hi, danke. Jet 69er Yankee, vacate left and taxi left via Delta 1.
Vacate left and taxi Delta 1 to Jet 69er Yankee.
Just giving him now the instruction because I don't want him to hold before the holding line. Ryanair 1-2 Mike, wind 260 degrees, 7 knots, runway 33, clear for immediate takeoff.
Runway 33, clear for immediate takeoff, Ryanair 1-2 Mike.
Lufthansa 47 Golf, 1 departure head.
Affirm.
Ooh, hopefully he's able to depart. Yeah, now he's rolling. Lufthansa 47 Golf, wind 260 degrees, 7 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
23, clear to land, Lufthansa 47 Golf.
369 Yankee, turn right onto Delta 1, onto the taxiway. Ay. And slow down. Thank you. That was a close one. Apron Tower. Yeah, TUI-Jet requesting stand 82, direct taxi. TUI-Jet 69 Yankee Delta 1 requesting 82. TUI-Jet 69 Yankee, taxi to stand 82 via Yankee 1. That's the next right.
Taxi to stand 82 via Yankee 1, the next right, TUI-Jet 69 Yankee.
Keep it safe. Lufthansa 47 Golf, welcome to Hamburg. Taxi left via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Left Delta 1, hold short, runway 33, Lufthansa 47 Golf.
How do you actually separate traffic on the ground? I kind of expected Euroscope to be able to somehow block taxiways. No. Yeah, with your mind. You
Hamburg Tower Moin,
you need to
Lima establish, ILS runway 23.
You need to keep safe instructions, like hold short or give way. Being in sequence is okay, otherwise it's a cleared conflict. I'm sorry. A Mermaid 71 Lima, Hamburg Tower, hello. So yeah, you always have to check if your taxiway is free, and for the next intersection or whatever where you're clearing it to the endpoint, needs to be a freeway. If you get the next instruction for another airplane, which is maybe conflicting, then it needs some conditional clearance for the second airplane. And that's totally on you. There's nothing like follow the greens or something on Vatsim. We do not have that technique because it's not a replicable I don't know. It's not being able to be copied to the pilots. There's something like stop bars now, but we're not using it in Germany. Why does he have a clear to land flag? Didn't do that. I've seen many controllers just make up 2 ground routes, one for the inbound, one for the outbound, to make sure you don't get any hit. Depends on the layout. Christoph 55, Hamburg Tower, hello.
Christoph 55 is airborne at University Hospital Eppendorf. Request to leave CTR to the southwest, destination Bremen.
Christoph 55, Roger, QNH 1013, active runway 23 landing, 33 departure.
QNH 1013 and active runway 23 and 33.
Mermaid 71 Lima, rescue helicopter south of the field, wind 26037 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Roger, and runway 23 cleared to land, Mermaid 71.
Lufthansa 47 Golf, cross runway 33, on the other side contact Hamburg apron, 121.705, bye bye. Big Birdie.
121-705 on the other side. Lufthansa 47 Golf. Ciao.
Hamburg Tower, schönen guten Abend. Delta Echo Hotel, Hotel Charlie.
Delta Echo Hotel, Hotel Charlie, Hamburg Tower, moin.
Delta Echo Hotel, Hotel Charlie, Diamond Delta Alpha 40, 5 minutes northeast of hotel, request to enter control zone for sightseeing and a low approach if possible.
Delta Echo Hotel, Hotel Charlie, confirm sightseeing first or first the low approach?
Delta Hotel Charlie, sightseeing first.
Delta Echo Hotel, Hotel Charlie, roger, runway 23 for landing, 33 for departure. 23 at Finkenwerder, QNH 1013. Prove to enter the control zone via hotel and follow the Elbe.
Delta Hotel Charlie, active runway 33 for departure, 23 for landing in Finkenwerder, 23, and can you say the QNH again?
QNH 1013.
1013, Delta Hotel Charlie, danke.
Hamburg Tower, very good evening. Emirates 777 holding point runway 33 Bravo 4.
Emirates 777 Hamburg Tower, hello, wind 260 degrees, 7 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 33, Emirates 777.
Emirates 7 Lima, ich werde dann leider abgestürzt und disconnecte mich. Sorry, tschüss.
Oopsie, okay, tschüss. Yeah, ATR is not that easy. Crash alert, yeah, I didn't see it. Actually, I will watch that in the stream again.
Hotel 2000 feet.
Delta Echo Hotel Charlie, roger. Hamburg Tower. Christoph 55 directly crossing Finkenwerder. Roger. Christoph 55 approved to cross Finkenwerder Airport.
Approved to cross Finkenwerder, Christoph 5.
I didn't see it. Damn it! I think you saw them saw it spinning, didn't you? Good job. Delta Hotel Charlie traffic, Christoph, rescue helicopter on your 1 o'clock position at Finkenwerder, leaving to the southwest.
Delta Hotel Charlie, we have the traffic side.
Ooh, the A380 taxiing on Orange Line? Not good.
Hamburg Tower, guten Abend. Oscar X-Ray India Papa at the General Aviation, ready for taxi.
Okay. Oscar X-Ray India Papa, Hamburg Tower, hello. Taxi to holding point runway 33 via Delta 1 and Delta 9er.
Holding point runway 33 via Delta 1 and Delta 9er, Oscar X-Ray India Papa.
Needed to check. Yeah, he's IFR.
Hamburg Tower, hello, Delta Echo Golf Alpha.
Delta Echo Golf Alpha, Hamburg Tower, moin.
Delta Golf Alpha, DH40, 5 minutes northeast of hotel, request entering control zone via hotel for a touch and go and for sightseeing, thereafter leaving via Papa route.
Hamburg Tower, moin, Lufthansa 965.
Two stations. So first, Delta Echo Golf Alpha, Sagan, touch and go, then harbor, and then leaving via Papa?
Negative. First, we would like to do sightseeing at the Haver, then we would like to do a touch and go, and then leaving via Papa route.
Delta Echo Golf Alpha, roger. Approved to enter the control zone via hotel and follow the Elbe River. Runway 23 for landing, 33 for departure. QNH 1013.
Delta Golf Alpha following Elbe River, entering via hotel is approved. 33 for arrival, 23 for departure. QNH 1013.
Lufthansa 965 on frequency.
Go ahead, I just checked in 965, good Abend, Carsten.
Yeah, Lufthansa 965. Hello. Wind 260 degrees, 7 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land. Lufthansa 965.
I know that voice.
Hamburg Tower, guten Abend. Hier Wings 8 Victor Kilo, ready, runway 33.
Hier Wings 8 Victor Kilo, Hamburg Tower, hello, line up runway 33.
Running up runway 33, Wings 8 Victor Kilo.
Okay, so harbor sightseeing, then touch and go. The other was low approach, I think. And maybe then leaving again as well.
Golf Alpha, hotel in 1,400 feet.
Delta Echo Golf Golf Alpha, Roger, indicating 1,200 feet. Check QNH 1013.
Roger, QNH, we will set QNH 1013.
Oh, yeah, so
Roger,
some
Delta Golf
next
Alpha
action.
now at 1,200 feet.
That.
Hamburg Tower, Christopher 5. I'm out of your CDR. Request to leave.
Christoph 55, yeah, approved to leave. Tschüss.
Approved to leave. Thanks for cooperation and have a nice weekend.
Wings 8 Victor Kilo, wind 260 degrees, 7 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, vorbei.
Runway 33, cleared for takeoff, here Wings 8 Victor Kilo, tschüss.
Delta Hotel Charlie, request to orbit at present position for sightseeing.
Delta Echo Hotel Charlie, approved for sightseeing in the harbor region. At any given time, stay south of the extended center line 23.
Delta Hotel Charlie will stay south of extended center line runway 23 and sightseeing approved, danke.
Lufthansa 965, taxi left via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Left war Delta 1, hold your short runway 33, Lufthansa 965.
Delta Echo Golf Golf Alpha, traffic, other Diamond DA40, sightseeing over the harbor region now on your 11 o'clock position, 7 miles, indicating 1,800 feet climbing.
Delta Golf Alpha looking over traffic.
Delta Hotel Charlie, other traffic, Diamond 40 will do sightseeing at the harbor region as well, coming from Finkenwerder now at 1,300 feet.
Delta Hotel Charlie, Roger, looking out for traffic.
Oscar X-Ray India Papa, line up runway 33.
Line up and wait, runway 33, Oscar X-Ray India Papa.
Nick, hi, hello from Amsterdam, and good evening from Echo Delta Victor Uniform. Where's that? Somewhere near here, I think. Flexit, hi.
Delta Hotel Charlie, the other VFR traffic is inside.
Delta Hotel Charlie, Roger. Delta Golf Alpha, other traffic now 1.5 minutes in front of you, actually 4 miles at 2,000 feet.
Delta Golf Alpha traffic is outside but requesting orbit from at active position.
Delta Golf Alpha orbit approved on the actual position. Stay clear of Finkenwerder traffic circuit.
Delta Golf Alpha approved for orbit and we are staying clear of the extended center line.
Yeah, also the downwind of that, so just stay at your position 1.5 miles south of the position of Finkenwerder, just to be clear of it.
At Delta Golf Alpha, we will stay clear of Finkenwerder.
Oscar India Papa, wind 260 degrees, 7 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, vorbei.
33, cleared for takeoff, Oscar India Papa, tschüss.
Lufthansa 965, cross runway 33, on the other side, contact Hamburg apron, 121.705, vorbei.
Lufthansa 965, crossing runway 33, after 121.705, schönen Abend.
Ebenso. So, I missed one. Jan, had a single crash so far for looking at my Sky Demon while turning into base and didn't look at my speed. Yeah, it happens. Already stalls at 85 knots. Oh, okay. Steep turns, already too late when the alert came. I see. And no chance to get that one back? With a dive or something? Yeah, it's not... I mean, if you're in the base, you do not have that much space below you, I guess. Delta Golf Alpha, you said you want to orbit, but now you're just flying straight forward.
Delta Golf Alpha, sorry, we are orbiting now.
Yeah, please do not request something and then do something different. So Delta Golf Alpha, other traffic is now north of you, circling at 1,700 feet descending.
Delta Golf Alpha traffic is inside.
Delta Hotel Charlie, other traffic is now south of your position at indicating 600 feet, a bit low. Report traffic inside.
Delta Hotel Charlie, traffic is inside.
Yeah, that means have fun, guys. It's now their responsibility to be separated to each other. I'm not looking there anymore. Tom, he was requesting an orbit directly at his position at Finkenwerder, down here. And I proved him that, and I just said he should stay south of the traffic circuit of Finkenwerder. And then he just kept continue flying straight forward. Huh? I got that, yeah. I was joking, okay. But yeah, for me it was not a joke. Because in that case, I just switch off and try to do all the other things I have to do. But yeah. Now I don't care. The daggers is... Yeah. He's circling down at 400 feet anyway. I guess there are even poles up there in that high, in that area. I'm not sure what he's doing there. I think he's crashing now. Yep.
Delta Hotel Charlie, we finished. Sightseeing now, request low approach runway 23 if possible.
Delta Hotel Charlie, Roger, join downwind runway 23.
Join downwind runway 23, Delta Hotel Charlie.
Delta Golf Alpha, machst du da Kunstflug oder was ist das? Was sind die Spiralen da?
Delta Golf Alpha, wir machen ein paar Kreise.
Ja, so eng würdest du in echt abstürzen. Du musst wesentlich weiter ausholen. Christopher, moin. Christopher Domix. Flying a Christoph, that's nice. Flying into Lovi, oh, hardcore. And how to get a better feeling of the approach space. Yeah, have fun. Looking out, no traffic yet. Delta Hotel Charlie, state your intentions after low approach.
Delta Hotel Charlie, after low approach, we would like to leave control zone via Papa routing.
Delta Hotel Charlie, Roger. Join final runway 23.
Joining final 23, Delta Hotel Charlie, danke.
Delta Golf Alpha requesting low approach now.
Of course. Delta Golf Alpha, Roger, join final, join downwind runway 23.
Join downwind 23, Delta Golf Alpha.
Ja, gerne, gerne. Spaß mal. Ist immer cool. Hup, schrapp, schrapp. Delta Hotel Charlie, after low approach, leave the control zone directly via Papa 1, right turn approved. Wind 260 degrees, 7 knots, runway 23, cleared for low approach.
Runway 23 cleared for low approach, and after low approach, right turn approved, leaving direct Papa 1.
Ja. Ja, die machen beide einen Low Approach to Tree und Leaving via Papa. Also wenn du mir die Swiss ein ganz bisschen verzögerst, habe ich die da weg. Ja, dann möchte ich die beide direkt weg haben. Die sind in 4 Minuten weg. Supi. Fabi fliegt. Fabi fliegt. Hi. Moin von der Netchat. Faction. Von der Faction, ne? Vorhin. Ja. I remember. Let Echo Golf Alpha joined final runway 23, number 2. Other traffic now on a base.
Delta Golf Alpha joining final number 2 and we have traffic inside.
Delta Golf Alpha, after low approach, leave the control zone directly via Papa 1, right turn approved.
Delta Golf Alpha after touch and go, directly leaving via Papa 1, right turn approved.
Ich war die Mermaid. Hey, war klar, dass sich das mal passiert, wenn ein Streamer lotst. Ich habe es nicht gesehen, aber ich werde es mir nochmal angucken. Die anderen haben aber hier im Chat reportet. Crash Alert, Crash Alert. Man muss also was gesehen haben auf der Runway. Muss ein bisschen zurückspulen. Dann kannst du es dir angucken. Clear skies ahead. Ja, Lord. Hi. Greetings. He's waving, nice, yeah. But might be wind, but I don't know. He's wobbling a little bit. Cool. Delta Echo Golf Alpha, wind 260 degrees, 7 knots runway, 23, clear for low approach.
23, clear for low approach, Delta Golf Alpha.
Auf jeden Fall auf YouTube ist das Video nachher, sonst. Oder da kann man, glaube ich, jetzt sogar schon zurückspulen. Ist gar nicht.
Hamburg Tower, hello, Scandinavian 1519 at Bravo 5.
Scanning 1519 Hamburg Tower, hello, line up runway 33.
Line up and wait, runway 33, Scandinavian 1519.
Oh, these two were good. Nice to work with. Directly flying Papa 1. Nice. Cabo, I really love how you're always ready to answer our questions. You indeed our lecture. I do my best as I can. I think that's the cool way to stream here. Because it's not just showing off, but trying to give you my perspective. And if I can answer anything on your questions there, I think that's the best reason for streaming ATC. Some might say he was hitting the 6-7 with the wings. Yeah. Sign language for balls. Your balls. Just saying. There you go. Ah, tower view. Nice. That's cool. That's why I'm doing tower streams. As a radar, usually I can't do... that's not a low approach. Low approach, it should be at 500 feet usually. 200 feet is okay as well, but that's more tactical approach. Scandinavian 1549, wind 260 degrees, 7 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, bye bye.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff, Scandinavian 1549, bye bye.
Aero Global, hi. Hamburg your favorite airport? Yes, it is, because, well, I'm the chief of training in Hamburg Airport and Hamburg Approach. So yeah, that's my main airport. Swiss 466 Hamburg Tower, hello, 1 departure. So no traffic info in that case because departures are here and this is just there are no enemies in any case. Skycraft will 2 for Yankee Hamburg Tower, hello, number 2. That was Torben. I didn't... You sounded quite quiet on frequency. That's why I didn't get you. Swiss 4-6 Golf, wind 26037 knots, runway 23, cleared to land. VFR traffic northwest of the field.
Swiss 4-6 Golf, 23 gebracht.
Traffic info in that case, because in case of go around, it's still quite close. So it's better to give a traffic info in that case. Not for the VFR, because they're flying away from the airport, so it's behind them. No factor. For landing from For landing from Sylt, would you prefer Papa or November route? Usually the Papa route, because you're coming from the northwest, not from the northeast. But it totally depends what you want to do. If you're taking the November route, you might get it straight in at 2-3. Or waiting here. If you're coming from the Papa route, you need to cross
Charlie Papa 1, 1900 feet.
The go-around sector and go into the downwind of 2-3. It's more complex for me in that case. Delta Echo Hotel Royal Charlie, Roger, approved to leave. Bye-bye.
Approved to leave, Delta Hotel Charlie. Vielen Dank und schönes Wochenende noch. Ciao.
I'm indeed way below green. Checking. Oh, see? Fabi, wissen Sie? Nee, weißt du heißt das. Warteliste visiting in Germany. Yeah, waiting. It depends. You need an S3 controller, so radar controller, and then it just totally depends. But a couple of weeks or month for a visitor. Welcome, Swiss. Yeah, that was fun. So VFR traffic usually just extends the workload. You always have to do something. Oop, was there not capturing? Oh, prefer to text English for other views? So frankly, yeah, would be nice. Because usually this is a stream for everyone, so we usually do English, but I can answer in German if you like. But it's more inclusive to be English, because usually everyone who's into this nerdy hobby of being aviation knows how to speak or at least read English, so we can safely be there. Sky Travel 24, Yankee Wind 26037 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land, Sky Travel 2 by Yankee.
And read you 5x5 now.
Thank you.
Swiss 4-6 Golf, welcome to Hamburg, taxi by Delta 1 and hold short of runway 33.
Hold short 23 by Delta 1, Swiss 4-6 Golf.
Delta Golf Alpha Papa 1, 1800 feet, request to leave.
Delta Golf Alpha, Roger, approved to leave, bye bye.
Approved to leave, tschüss, schönes Wochenende noch, tschüss.
Bloch, would you say that you need special abilities to apply for Vatsim ATC? For real-life ATC, of course. For Vatsim ATC, you need the ability to be stress-resistant for idiots. Sorry. I love to fly, but I'm sure about my short-term memory. You can practice that. Like, is there any single characteristic you must possess to do ATC? Yeah, you need to be able to keep your interest into self-study. If you like logic puzzles, if you like to learn, if you like to improve yourself, then this is totally a hobby for you, being an ATC. This is all about that. Self-study and solving puzzles. If you like logic, this is a great thing. If you like team building, if you do nothing isolated, but doing it in a team with others, then this is for you. And other than that, everything you can learn. We are bad at multitasking. We are humans. We are not machines. But you can learn a lot to tolerate multitasking. So for example, frequency and TeamSpeak, same time. get different audio output levels or whatever. You learn to multitask and to short-term memory. You can all learn that. And then you just do what you and try it. Sky Travel 2 for Yankee. Welcome to Hamburg Taxi to Generation Parking via Delta 1.
To General Aviation Parking via Delta 1, Sky Travel 2 for Yankee.
Would you ever control Birmingham Tower? I would love to.
Ryanair 26 Victor Charlie on the ILS 23.
Ryanair 26 Victor Charlie, Hamburg Tower. Hello, wind 260 degrees, 7 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
26 to land, Ryanair 26 Victor Charlie.
Swiss 46 Golf, cross runway 33. On the other side, contact Hamburg apron 121.705. Ein Zahnriemen.
Cross 33 over on the other side 121.705. Swiss 46 Golf, ciao.
The problem, Maxi Parents, the problem is being a visitor in the UK. Actually, I didn't apply, so waiting times there are as much as being a trainee there, so usually don't happen. But I would love to control some English airports, why not? Would be cool, but I guess I need to know someone there to get into. You know what I mean? Otherwise it wouldn't happen, I guess. But I'm open for it. I'm open, totally open for it. Upwind controlling. Hi, hello, Carsten. Do you have any idea why in Bremen 4 there's so much more S2 mentors than in Langen? I don't actually know what you mean. We do have, yeah, well, actually in Hamburg, I've got 2 now, or 3 with Torben, if he likes to mentor again. Bremen has 1, and I think Berlin has 1 as well, because we utilize that to having good S2 controllers being educated, being a mentor. Because we utilize that so that S3 and Center 1 controllers do have more times mentoring the radar and center positions, because we have a lack of mentors there. So my philosophy as the leading mentor of the Bremen 4, yeah, I'm responsible for all the training in North Germany, is that we try to get good ATC people who are willing to mentor as fast as possible into mentorship positions, of course with education for that. So that's my philosophy behind that, because otherwise we will get stuck into more and more waiting times. But Langen has a lot of mentors anyway, so I'm not sure. They have maybe double the amount of mentors we do have in Bremen, so I think they're doing quite good. Visit 29 Foxtrot on frequency.
Visit 29 Foxtrot frequency.
Ryanair 26 Victor Charlie, expedite vacate, left via Delta 1.
Expedite vacate, Ryanair 26 Victor Charlie.
Visit 29 Foxtrot, proceeding traffic about to vacate, wind 260 degrees, 7 knots, runway 23, clear to land. Ryanair 26 Victor Charlie, welcome to Hamburg. Taxi via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Delta 1, hold short of 33, Ryanair 26 Victor Charlie.
That was a sidekick. I will write you the next days. Didn't decide yet on what to do on Vatsim for the next month. Absolutely okay. I just miss you.
Hamburg, good evening. This is Emirates 60 Victor Heavy Alice 237 miles out.
Emirates 60 Victor Hamburg Tower, hello, number 2. I know, we are old, huh? Isn't it? This is the new hard, isn't it? I'm too old for that shit. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. No, it's okay. The first one was okay, yeah, same for me. Actually, this would be a hard. if you look at the real pictures of a heart, this would be the sign for it. But yeah, I guess that was something obscene. That was fisting, isn't it? Obscene. Both Asian. No. Look at me. I'm fucking old. No Asian genes. Yep. So alt bin ich. Visitor 29 Foxtrot, vacate the runway. You disconnected. Okay. Emirates 60 Victor, preceding traffic disconnected. Wind 27037 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Perfect, clear to land 23, Emirates 60 Victor.
Ryanair 26 Victor Charlie cross runway 33. On the other side, contact Hamburg apron 121.705.
Customer 33 on the other side 121.705, run 26 for the truck.
You just hit 6-7, I'm not even 50 minutes ago. Yeah, that's a problem because I'm way too much doom scrolling during nighttime on Instagram. You know Instagram. You know though. That's for the people who laugh 2 weeks later on the stuff that happened on TikTok. That's me. But yeah. I do know about that stuff. That's not, doesn't mean I like it. Bobby, what do you prefer? Real traffic like the Emirates 60 right now, or is it a real flight, or prefer custom flights above? I don't care, actually. I know of being a pilot, copying real life flights is quite nice. It's one facet, one aspect of the simulation. If you pick out a flight which is realistic and do that. But as an ATC, these are all, it's just traffic for me. Which, as a tower even, I don't care. So yeah, I'm a bit suspicious when I was telling before, if people use the A380 flying to Berlin from Hamburg, short haul flies.
9 Papa Kilo is ready for departure.
That doesn't make sense. But other than that, it's okay. Lufthansa 9 Papa Kilo, Hamburg Tower, hello, line up runway 33.
Line up runway 33 for Lufthansa 9 Papa Kilo.
33.
Hamburg Tower, morning, not flight 57, Echo.
Not flight 57, Echo Lima, Hamburg Tower, hello, Ritio 2. Lufthansa 201, Hamburg Tower, hello. Emirates 60 Victor, taxi left via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Delta 1 versus runway 23, Emirates 60 Victor.
Lufthansa 9 Papa Kilo, wind 270 degrees 7 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, bye bye.
Lufthansa 9 Papa Kilo, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Fly 57 Echo Lima, after departing Airbus A350, line up runway 33 behind.
After next departing Airbus A350, lining up 33 behind. Fly 57 Echo.
I will get to the chat. Now I need to work. I need to work. I remember seeing a call sign, can't remember what airline, but it was Speedbird 6767, never getting it. Yeah, that's okay. I think that's still okay. I've got way worse than that. Lufthansa 201, wind 270 degrees 7 knots, runway 23, clear to land. At one time I had something like Habibi 1 or Halon 1 or how's it called, I don't know. I wasn't responding to that call sign then. I usually fly Lufthansa Real Ops or Jazz in West Canada, nice. And if I don't need what to fly, I do my Fraction flights. Yeah, Fraction is like everything. Fraction can do any flight. It's for the rich and privileged. Zürich Spotter, moin. Oh, I would love to spot at Zürich. I see so many in real life reels from there. So many good spots. Oh my god, Colson Habibi, yeah. I see them all, I know them all. And I try to forget them. Would you recommend Hamburg over Stuttgart for S2 waiting list? No. Transferring, asking for a friend? No. You would be number 32 or something if you know switch.
Tower Moin, Condor 7 Tango Whiskey approaching Bravo 5.
Oh, I know that name. Condor 7 Tango Whiskey in Hamburg Tower, moin. North Flight 57 Echo Lima, wind 270 degrees, 7 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff. Bye bye. Condor 7 Tango Whiskey, after departing Northfly A320 Neo, line up runway 33 behind.
After Northfly line up runway 33 behind, Condor 7 Tango Whiskey.
Mr. 201, vacate the runway please, behind the holding line, always behind the holding line. Qatar Executive, yeah. Yep, always vacate the runway behind the holding line. Ja, immer hinter die Danger Area. Dankeschön, jetzt ist die Runway frei. Lufthansa 201, Taxi left via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33. Ja, Runway 33, that's the crossing runway. Condor 7 Tango Whiskey, wind 27037 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff. Tschüss.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff, Condor 7 Tango Whiskey. Danke, Carsten, Grüße im Stream.
That's also a Fabi. A lot of Fabians. He's Fabian too. In our community.
Tower Moin, Sierra Papa Charlie, Bravo India, Vision Jet, stand 101 Alpha with Kilo, and request taxi runway 33.
Sierra Papa Charlie, Bravo India, Hamburg Tower, hello. Taxi to holding point runway 33, intersection Delta 9er via Delta 1 and Delta 9er.
Taxi via hold short of 33 via Delta 1, Delta 9, Sierra Bravo India.
Emirates 60 Victor, cross runway 33 on the other side, contact Hamburg apron 121.705, bye bye.
Cross runway 33 on the other side, 121.705, Emirates 60 Victor, bye.
Nice variety of airlines here. Yes, Hamburg is an international airport and it's the oldest commercial airport in the world, still being online, I would say. No, still in business. So it's the oldest commercial international airport of the world. How crazy is that?
Hamburg Tower, Moin, Condor 18 Mike, approaching Bravo 5.
Condor 18 Mike, Hamburg Tower, hello, line up runway 33.
Line up runway 33, Condor 18 Mike.
Lufthansa 201, holding short, runway 33.
Lufthansa 201, Roger, hold position. Hi. Condor 18 Mike, wind 27037 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, bye bye.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff, Condor 18 Mike, Dankeschön, ciao, ciao.
Alright, am I right? I'm saying this is where TUI started? I'm not sure about that actually. That would be a question I need to research. I don't know. I know we are in Eurowings main hub. I'm not sure where TUI really started. I thought that was an English company originally. Thomas Cook. Yeah, main base now, TUI in Germany is Hanover. I know about that. But I don't know where they really started. Lufthansa 201, hold position. Yeah, never cross the holding line if you are in front of the runway. Do not enter the danger area, but leave it as soon as possible. That's crucial. Lufthansa 201, now cross runway 33 behind the holding line on the other side and contact Hamburg apron 121.705. TUI started in Berlin, I think. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's something you can research if you like. Happy to learn. Sierra Papa Charlie Bravo India. Line up runway 33, cross runway 23.
Line up runway 33, cross runway 22, Sierra Bravo India.
Yeah, 22 is okay as well. As long as he's crossing the runway cross. Thomas Cook, I was saying, Bobby, not who's cook. Who's cooking, huh? Some dope ship. And again, he's holding in front of the... He didn't get the concept. He totally doesn't understand the concept. Please, if you get anything from my streams, it's this. A runway is a danger area. If you enter it while landing, you try to leave the danger area as soon as possible. If you taxi to the danger area, you of course do not enter it without permission. Stay out of it. That's why the holding lines are there. You see, if you're taxiing to a runway, you see two lines which are solid, which means stop. If you're coming while you're landing and vacate a runway, you're taxiing to a holding line with a dashed two lines, which means cross it. That's the same when driving a car. Tower.
Apron, hallo. Ich hätte zweimal VFR. Einmal über Papa, einmal über Delta. Würdest du die beide auf der 2-3 nehmen?
Ja, bitte. Expect to 3.
Expect to 3, irgendein Squawk?
Nee, alle 7000 bitte. Und der da auf dem 390er Stand steht, ja, den kannst du dann taxieren bis Delta, Hold Short Delta 1.
Roger.
Sierra Papa Charlie Bravo India, Wind 2703, knots runway, clear for takeoff, vorbei.
Clear for takeoff, runway 33, thank you, bye.
Yeah, Philip, it's okay to be a newbie, no worries. But this is one concept you need to understand before flying, or at least if you get it explained from Tower, leave the danger area as soon as possible and do not enter a danger area without permission. That's all you need to know. Then you know when to cross a holding line and when to hold before it. Usually you get hold short of runway. Hold short of means before. But vacated means get over it. Do not hold, still being on the runway. That's all you need to know. And it helps us a lot. Because these are reasons why controllers do not get their ratings in a controller practical test. Because then in a runway occlusion happens, and maybe they didn't recognize it fast enough and give a landing clearance, then it's a cleared conflict and a problem on the runway. Every pilot knows that, but every virtual pilot... Delta India November Golf Echo Echo Hamburg Tower, hello. Taxi to holding point runway 23 intersection Delta 8 via Delta 1 and Delta 8.
Holding point 23 intersection Delta 8 via Delta 1, Delta 8, Delta November, go Echo.
Sounds like Eddie.
Hamburg
Eddie.
Tower, good evening. EZ26 Hotel Mike, Bravo 5, are you ready?
EZ26 Hotel Mike, Hamburg Tower, hello. Wind 270 degrees 7 knots, runway 33, cleared for takeoff. Bye bye.
Cleared takeoff runway 233, EZ26 Hotel Mike. Thank you. Have a good evening.
I could give him Delta 6. The problem is I've got arriving traffic on 23, which might exit via Delta 6, so that's not a good call. So now I'm letting him taxi back to Delta 8, then 23. Even though 33 is the departure one way, he wants to wants to exit the control zone via Delta, which is down in the southeast. So it doesn't make sense on the 33 departure and then crossing the go-around sector or even the center line, the arrival. So in that case, we give them 23 departure, as this is an active runway, and then it can just directly turn left into 2 Delta. Same with Papa. I could give him a 3-3. Yeah, maybe Papa would have been possible. 3-3 and direct Papa 1. But yeah, not that much traffic anyway, so it's independent from the departure runway in that case. Delta Golf Echo report ready for departure.
Delta Golf Echo is ready.
Is ready, roger. Traffic 5 miles up, final runway 23. Wind 270 degrees 7 knots, runway 23 cleared for takeoff and exit the control zone directly by Delta.
Runway 23 cleared for takeoff and leave control zone by Delta Golf Echo.
Coffee Tower, hello. Eurowings 56 Romeo on the island.
Eurowings 56 Romeo, Hamburg Tower, hello. One departure. Coffee Tower, that's
Roger.
nice. That's a nice one. So, what did I miss? Fabian, that tower controller voice sounded familiar on frequency. No, really?
Tower KLM 22 Mike Heavy, approaching Bravo 1 runway 33.
KLM 22 Mike, Hamburg Tower, hello, line up runway 33.
Well, KLM 22 Mike, we need about 3 to 4 minutes to prepare to be ready.
KLM 22 Mike, roger, line up runway 33, report ready for departure.
Thank you, line up runway 33, Wilco, KLM 22 Mike.
Eurowings 56 Romeo, VFR traffic south of the field, wind 270 degrees 7 knots, runway 23, cleared to land.
23 clear to land, Eurowings 56 Romeo.
So I must say BATC and SL, I don't know both, like significant hours in either, should be mandatory before flying Vatsim because it teaches you many fundamental concepts. No, you just need to learn the material you get when you join Vatsim. There's a practical test there. There's a lot of information you can get. You can just listen to the frequency. It's just a self-learning thing. Respect others. That's mostly the problem. Respect others. Say intentions. Oh, I didn't know the software.
Hamburg Tower, Delta Echo Whiskey Lima Sierra, hallo.
Delta Echo Whiskey Lima Sierra, Hamburg Tower. Hello, taxi to holding point runway 23 via Delta 1 and Delta 8.
Delta Echo Whiskey Lima Sierra, taxiing to holding point runway 23 via Delta 1 and Delta 8.
Wings 56 Romeo, welcome to Hamburg. Taxi via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Left Delta 1, hold short 33.
Lansana, ja, see you.
Delta Golf Echo, Delta 1400 feet.
Delta Golf Echo, Roger, approved to leave, bye bye.
Approved to leave, vielen Dank, tschüss, Delta Golf Echo.
Pelle, hi, greetings.
And Falcon 22 Mike, ready for departure on 23.
Kelm 2 to Mike. Roger, wind 270 degrees 7 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff.
Cleared, takeoff, runway 33, bye bye, can you Mike?
Was checking because I wasn't in the picture in that case if there was some conflicting traffic. That's why I just I didn't have him on my screen again. So controller mind, like a goldfish. You always process the next 2-3 instructions.
Holding point runway 23, ready for departure.
Delta Echo Whiskey Lima Sierra, Roger, leave the control zone directly via Papa 1, right turn approved, wind 270 degrees 7 knots, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
Delta Echo Whiskey Lima Sierra, exiting the control zone via Papa 1, direct, runway 23, cleared for takeoff, right turn approved.
Yeah, Vatsim exams, it's another thing, yeah, but it's better than nothing. I mean, and then just get on as an observer and listen to the frequency. Of course, you need to start at some point, but don't use the biggest airports you can get. Try to practice with the people who want to practice as well. The S1 controllers on minor airports. You can help each other, but there's so many people want to fly from Frankfurt to Gatwick first. That's what it is. Silo, hey, war wie immer ein Vergnügen in Hamburg. Grüße von der Nordfly. Ja, hab schon vorhin erzählt, Nordfly ist ja unser Main Hub hier. Oh, having some troubles right now. Just a moment. Getting dizzy for a short moment. What was that? Yeah, I'm getting old. I think I need to drink some more. Wings 56 Romeo, cross runway 33 on the other side. Contact Hamburg apron 121.705.
Cross runway 33 on the other side, apron 11705. Wings 56 Romeo, choose schön stream.
Yo, need to get up for a minute. Sorry for that. I'm not sure. I was just dizzy. If I fade out, you get it live on stream. Oh well.
Tower hello, KLM 1757, final runway 23.
KLM 1757 Hamburg Tower, hello, wind 260 degrees 6 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land, KLM 1757.
How realistic do you think is that in future areas without ATC coverage will be replaced with tools like, say, intelligence AI? Not realistic at all. That's not what the network wants. You will get more and more stuff like status infos or something via chat, like clearance in the US. They can already do that for mandatory routes and all that stuff. But you won't get an AI.
Papa 1, 1,600 feet, requesting to leave frequency.
Delta Echo Whiskey Lima Sierra, check your transponder, mode Charlie.
Sorry, transponder is mode Charlie now, Delta Echo Whiskey Lima Sierra.
Delta Lima Sierra, Roger, approved to leave, bye bye.
Bis später, ciao.
Okay. I'm getting to the question about reduced thermal separation and not withholding landing clearance. That's a nice one. And that's what you need to learn as becoming a tower controller. Exceptionally well being used, exceptionally often used at tier 1 airports with dense traffic, like Hamburg, Berlin, Frankfurt and all that guys. Yeah, Victor, happy landings. When Vatsim does newbie events, what would you say are great German airports to learn at without disrupting major traffic? Bluff, just use the minor airports. If you see S1 controllers on small airports, you can practice there a lot. Or, I don't know, fly from Bremen to Dortmund. Fly from maybe even Hannover and Leipzig, or not Stuttgart. Maybe Nuremberg if it's staffed. And then every other small airport like Sylt, Braunschweig. This is 1 Charlie Mike, Hamburg Tower, hello, number 2. Just use something outside of big traffic areas. And just practice. And just get a step ahead each time you do a flight. PAA 511, hi. KLM 1757, welcome to Hamburg. Taxi left via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Taxi left, via Delta, hold short runway 33, KLM 1757.
Lufthansa 1 Charlie Mike, wind 260 degrees 6 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land, Lufthansa 1 Charlie Mike.
Hamburg Tower from the ground, fraction 441 India, ILS 23.
Fraction 441 India, Hamburg Tower, hello, 1 arrival head. Have you controlled Frankfurt? Yes. Tower and approach. Because as I said, my first flight was München to Hamburg. Without say intentions, I would have been lost. Yeah, of course, if you're prepared and practice and get that one ready. KLM 1757, let's golf. Taxi now left via Foxtrot and then right turn Delta 1.
Roger, sorry. KLM 1757.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a tool, and an eye tool is not the real thing in that case. But, of course it helps. Now, that's not Foxtrot, that's the helipad, but I'm closing my eyes, I didn't see that. Just continue taxi. Yeah. Oh, it's a Clipper, yeah. Yeah, I know, Clipper 511, okay. Martin? Bist du das? War das nicht irgendwas? I don't know. I think I was using something similar, but there were no AI tools back in the days when I tried to learn that, like 7-8 years ago. There was also, I did some role playing with an ATC tool just to get the first start. It was catastrophic, it was cringe, and I even live streamed that. And I learned with that tool to get the basic phraseology happen. So yeah, it's definitely a point in the chain of learning. Why not? Fraction 441 Fraction 441 India, wind 2603, 6 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land, fraction 441 India.
Lufthansa 1 Charlie Mike, welcome to Hamburg, taxi via Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Delta 1, hold short, runway 33, Lufthansa 1 Charlie Mike.
Kilo 1757, cross runway 33, on the other side, contact Hamburg apron 121.705.
Cross runway 33 and contact ground 121 705, KLM 1757, thank you.
Nice parallel taxi.
Hamburg Tower, hallo, Lufthansa 1 Echo, taxing to Bravo 4, runway 33.
Lufthansa 1 Echo, Hamburg Tower, hello.
Hamburg Tower, hello, Easy 26 Hotel Lima with you, Bravo 5 for runway 33.
Easy 26 Hotel Lima, Hamburg Tower, hello, line up runway 33.
Runway 33, Easy 26 Hotel Lima.
There's actually a tool from the Deutsche Flugsicherung, okay, but it's pretty much unusable. Yeah, German company, of course, it's unusable. It's used very basic speech to text, which isn't trained for ICAO phrases. Okay, that sounds weird. But it definitely costs 100,000 euros or something. Easy 26 Hotel Lima, wind 2603, 6 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, bye-bye.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff, bye-bye, Easy 26 Hotel Lima.
Lufthansa 1 Echo, after departing Airbus A320, line up runway 33 behind.
After departing Airbus T20, line up behind, Lufthansa 1 Echo.
Fraction 441 India, generation parking or terminal?
General Aviation, bitte.
Fraction 441 India, taxi generation parking via Delta 1. Tschüss.
GT Delta 1, Fraction 441 India, tschüssi.
Sorry. No, I mean the cost for the DFS to get that tool working. Lufthansa 1 Charlie Mike, cross runway 33, on the other side contact Hamburg apron 121.705. Bye-bye.
Runway 33 on the other side, apron 121.705, Lufthansa 1 Charlie Mike, danke, tschüss.
Fraction 441 India, any suggestions for a stand on the GAG that may be realistic for a CNM?
Directly Yankee 7 any stand.
Yankee 7 any stand, danke.
Good day, Hamburg Tower, Lufthansa 1 Echo, 5 miles short runway 23.
Lufthansa 19 Echo, Hamburg Tower, hello. Lufthansa 1 Echo, wind 2603, 6 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, bye-bye.
Runway 23, clear for takeoff, Lufthansa 1 Echo, ciao.
I booked a course last year now, did practical training on Vatsim, and now I'm having some coaching lessons. Oh nice, train the stuff you never have on Vatsim. Oh, you can totally do that. We controllers are all trained on special VVAR and night VVAR and all that stuff. Lufthansa 19 Echo, wind 2603, 6 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Runway 23, clear to land, Lufthansa 19 Echo.
This is a really chatty stream today. I love it. But I guess I'm losing my voice. I'm coughing and yeah, it's taxing. I recognize problems in speaking, but I love it. I love it.
Tower Delta India Papa Papa Yankee, information Lima, request taxi stand 104.
Dippy. Delta India Papa Papa Yankee, Hamburg Tower, hello, taxi to holding point runway 33 via Delta 1 and Delta 9er.
Taxi to holding point runway 33 via Delta 1 and Delta 9er, Delta Papa Yankee.
Hamburg, Hamburg Tower. Ich hätte einen langsamen IFAler über Amlu. Was hältst du von Vector Departure 23 und du ziehst du den dann nach Amlu? Ja, weiß nicht, ob er das jetzt noch umkonfiguriert kriegt. Ich frage mal. Delta India Papa Papa Yankee for distance. Would you like to depart out of runway 23?
We have 33 programmed, so 33 will be
33 programmed.
Delta Papa Yankee.
Delta Papa Yankee, Roger. Lufthansa 19 Echo, welcome to Hamburg. Give way to the Papa 180 out of generation parking on your left side. Thereafter, taxi left for Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Give away to the aircraft on my left and then taxi. Can you repeat?
Just taxi left, Delta 1, hold short of runway 33.
Delta 1, hold short of runway 33, Lufthansa 19 Echo, thank you very much.
Say again, sorry. Nee, jetzt kommt erst die Amlu raus. Der Airliner. Ja, doch, alles Amlu. Mhm. Okay. Und dann Expect Vectors oder was? Er wird dann aber wahrscheinlich erst rechts rumdrehen und dann wieder nach links drehen, ne?
Und Bravo vor.
Ja, der climbt langsam und dann dreht er erst nach rechts und dann nach links. Das geht nicht. Okay. Ja, der kommt jetzt als Nummer 3. Lufthansa 1 Sierra 3, Hamburg Tower, hello. Tony, hi. Yeah, this is X-Plane with the ABC plugin. A better camera, so it can follow aircraft and has a screensaver mode. That's just a game changer for me. Lufthansa 1 Sierra 3, line-up runway 33.
Line-up runway 33, Lufthansa 1 Sierra 3.
Power.
Apron, Delta Echo Mike Alpha Romeo, GA Apron, nur dass du mein Gekritzel verstehst, Traffic Circuit, thereafter Sightseeing, thereafter Leaving via November.
Roger.
Danke.
Is it true that some controllers have quit due to immense amount of inexperienced pilots?
Taxi able Delta 8.
Yeah, might be one aspect and one point of that. Delta Echo Mike Alpha Romeo Hamburg Tower, hello. Taxi to holding point runway 23 via Delta 1 and Delta 8. Lufthansa 1 Sierra 3, wind 260 6 knots runway 33, clear for takeoff. Bye bye.
Clear for takeoff, runway 33, Lufthansa 1 Sierra 3, bye bye.
Delta Alpha Romeo, please confirm. Taxi to holding point runway 23 via Delta 1 and Delta 8.
Delta 1, Delta 8, Delta Alpha Romeo Alpha.
FS Africa, hey, hi. What kind of special VFR clearance can I expect on Vatsim? In the exam, they can get really crazy with instructions. No. Special VFR is just other minimas. You get the same clearances as all that. And yeah, okay. You need to be separated to other traffic. So it might be something like a vector or something like that. That's okay. But usually you just get normal instructions. Lufthansa 19 Echo, cross runway 33. On the other side, contact Hamburg apron 121.705.
Cross runway 33 and then contact 121.705.
Delta India Papa Yankee, line up runway 33, cross runway 23.
Line up runway 33, cross runway 23, Delta India Papa Yankee.
Delta Alpha Romeo, report ready for departure. Delta India Papa Yankee, wind 260 6 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, bye-bye.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff, bye-bye, Delta India Papa Yankee.
Tower Contact, nice name, hi. I'm an S2 training for S3 and was thinking about getting visitor into Germany. Is there training on Euroscope usage, as in my current VACs look completely different? Yeah, first you need an S3. You need to be the data controller before you even can apply for a visitorship in Germany. So, in that case, yeah, you will be able to download our profiles and work with it. And have it set up. Do you know why there hasn't been any English sessions for the past 3 months from Vatgear? Not sure about that. I think there was one, because usually there are not enough people for a course. That's mostly the problem. Or not in the range of being in the next course. Because there are maybe 100 other people before that. I wouldn't believe that you do a circle around a church if you want to leave the control zone via special VFR. But okay. Maybe in Innsbruck.
There's Echo Mike Alpha Romeo ready.
Delta Alpha Romeo, Roger, joint traffic circuit runway 23, wind 260 degrees, 6 knots, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
23, clear for takeoff, joint traffic circuit runway 23, Delta Alpha Romeo.
Victor, great stream, cool airport. Thank you and thank you. Yeah, but usually we do English sessions, why not? Maybe just ask in the Discord if there's an English session anytime. You would really love to do an English session. So people just get in who are responsible for that, see that there's a demand. I mean, we are Germans after all.
Speedbird 970, ILS runway 23, 9 miles.
Speedbird 970, Hamburg Tower, hello. VFR traffic south of the field. Wind check 260 degrees, 6 knots.
Copy the traffic, Speedbird 970.
So, I mean, we are Germans after all. That means if one person says, I need English only, everyone switches to English. Delta Alpha Romeo, check your transponder, mode Charlie.
Peinlich, sorry.
So, just checking, he's still pushing back. 2 minutes, it's landing time. Wouldn't make that, so... Speedbird 970, VFR traffic south of the field and traffic circuit. Wind 260 degrees, 6 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Copy traffic 23, clear to land, Speedbird 970.
Delta Alpha Romeo, report intentions.
Delta Alpha Romeo for touch and go.
Delta Alpha Romeo, roger, traffic 5 miles final, Airbus A319, 1,800 feet, descending, report traffic inside.
Willkommen. Delta Alpha Romeo, traffic inside.
Delta Alpha Romeo, follow mentioned traffic as number 2 into final runway 23, caution wake turbulence, and after touch and go intentions?
Join the traffic circuit for a further time, after low approach and after sightseeing above the harbor.
Roger.
And Delta Alpha Romeo will follow the mentioned traffic as number 2 into final runway 23, looking out for the wake turbulence.
Nice. Now I know his plan. 1 touch and go, 1 low approach, and then sightseeing. Happy. And it's Martin, of course, if you didn't see that or didn't hear that. Still feeling a little bit unwell. I didn't know what happened there. If you saw the stream like 20 minutes ago or something, I had a situation where I was just feeling a little bit dizzy. Don't know. I'm not known for having low blood pressure or something. I have high blood pressure all the time because I'm old and fat. But yeah, so I'm wondering what happened there. But I got up and moved a little bit. You really need to move your body. You really need to get up, usually once every hour. I also saw some streamer girls doing their streams on a treadmill or on a jogging device. I don't know how it's called. Laufband. That's a pretty cool thing. But I'm way not fit enough for that. Ja, ich weiß nicht, wie das heißt auf Englisch. Ja, nee, ein Laufband. Das ist ja nicht ein Treppending. Auch nicht ein Treadmill, ist ein Fahrrad, ne? Runmaster. Ja, I don't know. walking pad. Doesn't that sound good? Are you doing your tracking with the X-Plane? Yes, I'm the ABC plugin. A better camera, if you want to look it up. The programmer worked together with me to get the tower view working, the screenshot tower mode, which is pretty cool. That's why I'm using it now all the time.
Hamburg Tower, guten Abend, Ryanair 7 Romeo Bravo, ich schaue Bravo 5.
Ryanair 7 Romeo Bravo, Hamburg Tower, hello, Line-Up Runway 33.
Hamburg Romeo 33, Ryanair 7 Romeo Bravo.
Speed by 907, 0, vacate left via Delta 4, taxi left via Delta 1.
Vacate by Delta 4, left Delta 1, Speed 970.
Delta Alpha Romeo, traffic about to vacate, join traffic circuit runway 23, wind 260 degrees, 6 knots, runway 23, cleared for touch and go.
23 cleared for touch and go, Delta traffic circuit, Delta Alpha Romeo.
Yes, ABC plugin, a better camera, is it called. It's pretty cool. You can get it via the Skunkcraft updater. You gotta renew your class 3 medical? Yeah, wouldn't pass that, I guess. Ryanair 7 Romeo Bravo, wind 260 degrees, 6 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, vorbei.
Runway 33, clear for takeoff, Ryanair 7 Romeo Bravo, danke, ciao.
We'll do a walk after the stream. Try to get out and get some fresh air. Yeah, usually I didn't have any problems with that, so that's why I'm wondering. Dum, 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 dum. Nee, war Glo. Nein. Da wäre ich sogar bald in Rente, glaube ich. Und mir vertraut man besser kein Leben an. Oh, I would love to have one of those walking pads for desk work. Yeah, but then you also need a desk you can move up and down, huh? Leipzig 744, Hamburg Tower, hello, Line-Up Runway 33. Speedbird 970, cross runway 33 on the other side, contact Hamburg apron 121.705, bye-bye.
Cross Bay free at the other side, 121.705, good evening, Speedbird 970.
Oh well. I know. Maybe it's some... Sorry, if you're a young person, you will not understand what we old folks are talking about. I guess it's something with my muscles on my shoulders. I do have pain in them for years. But yeah, I think yeah. And I don't even recognize the pain anymore. But this was something like, yeah, I think it's from there. I'm just, blah. Sorry. Yeah, first Leipzig 744, wind 260 degrees, 6 knots, runway 33, clear for takeoff, vorbei. Typing faster than I speak. Delta Alpha Romeo, go ahead.
Delta Alpha Romeo, if traffic permits, we would like to do a stop and go runway 23. Thereafter, join the downwind runway 23 and fly the direction Wandsbek, approximately 7 miles from runway 23 if possible.
I'm right now not at the mental capacity to understand everything of that, but yeah, stop and go is approved. Wind 260 degrees, 6 knots, runway 23, clear for touch and go. Stop and go.
23 clear, stop and go, Delta Alpha Romeo.
Dude, ich sitze hier gerade und will eigentlich den Stream abbrechen, weil ich mich kaum noch konzentrieren kann und mir schwindelig ist. Ich habe keine Ahnung, was du willst mit Brunswick oder sonst was. Fabian, I have a standing desk already, but I'm just standing around, hurts of feet after a while. Yeah, I guess. Nee, ist nicht trinken, ist es nicht. Weiß nicht, fehlende Bewegung, glaube ich. Schulter irgendwie Nerv eingeklemmt oder so. Es war gerade sehr schwindelig. Einmal bin ich dann aufgestanden, ein bisschen gelaufen. Ja, kenne ich. Willkommen, du kommst langsam in das Alter, wo es losgeht. Du stehst morgens auf und drehst so ein Wheel of Pain. Ne? Also sucht sich der Körper was aus, was heute wehtut. Silo, mein Geh. Ja, komm, mach Feierabend. Ja, it's okay. I will do if I can't. But right now it's just too much fun. Maybe if I get someone to get up onto tower. Marius doesn't have a tower solo yet, so no, he's not even at the tower training yet. So let me see if I get someone else to switch on the position. Ja, weil du am Fliegen bist, deswegen. Ja, dann wäre natürlich cool, wenn du mich ablösen könntest. Delta Alpha Romeo, Roger, leave the runway via Delta 7.
Vacating via Delta 7, Delta Echo Mike Alpha Romeo.
Yeah, okay. So I get a relief. Thank you, man. So, still, it was a cool stream. I had a lot of chat with you, and I really love it. Of course, streaming an event, a lot of traffic. I cannot really look in the chat. That's a different type of stream. So you're just getting entertained by the sheer amount of traffic and chaos. Today, it was more like we're talking to each other. You were questioning me a lot, which is really fun. Delta Alpha Romeo, taxi to generation parking via Delta 1.
J via Delta 1, Delta Alpha Romeo.
Well, yeah. Martin can park. No, I'm sending him a car, of course, and getting him from the generation parking. No worries. But yeah. So, thank you for joining my stream today. I will get off and try to get some fresh air, get better. So, if you're just wondering what happened, I'm feeling a little bit dizzy now, more than it feels unusual. So, I'm better getting off and try to get warm. So, see you soon, hopefully. Have a nice weekend. See you soon. And bye-bye.